By now even casual sci-fi fans will know how The Expanse was cut prematurely short in its TV adaptation, leaving fans with endless questions about Earth, Mars, and the Rocinante crew. With so much of the story still untold, The Expanse, a Little Death sequel series is officially underway, and already stands poised to finally provide the answers. Do Earth, Mars, and the Transport Union become the bad guys? There's evidence of the Belters straying from oppressed to oppressor. Cara G as Kamina Drummer in The Expanse. The TV series managed to portray the Belters and the OPA as undeniably oppressed, overlooked, and abused by those in power on Earth and Mars. But at the same time, one of The Expanse's best qualities was its character development, which meant the resentment of the Belters often caused more problems than it solved. And that didn't stop with the Season 6 finale. The show handed the future of humanity to a union led by Kamina Drummer, but the next novel in the Expanse series begins with Drummer issuing a brutal sentence so extreme, her orders are defied. With a little death taking place in the intervening decades, fans may see even more of that less-than-heroic attitude spoiling the optimistic end of the TV series. How Eric became the crime boss of humanity's best new planet. Amos Burton's former ally makes his future on Albaran. The Expanse 509, Eric. The future might have seemed wide open for Eric following his departure from Earth alongside Amos and Clarissa, with the former Baltimore gangster free to make a new start on any of the colony worlds now within humanity's grasp. But to say he accomplishes more than either he nor Amos would expect is an understatement. The novella Albaran set between future books in the series reveal Eric is the highest-ranking crime boss on the titular planet, a rare gem and Earth successor of all the colony worlds. How he achieved that power, and claimed the mysterious Agnete as his right-hand woman, is a story A Little Death looks keen to tell. What happened to Naomi's son, Philip Inaros? He changed his name, but does he ever reconnect with Naomi? Philip looks into the distance in The Expanse. One of the most obvious unresolved plots from the TV series, the rift between Philip Inaros and his mother Naomi Nagota remains one of the most unknown to this day. The books do confirm parts of Philip Nagota's later adventures, but they stop well short of explaining his entire life's journey post-Free Navy treachery. There's no rule that the canon of the Expanse TV show or its comic books must follow the same canon as the original novels, so it is completely possible to get some clue as to Philip's whereabouts, or even a possible reconnect with his mother, Naomi. How Earth actually survives the starving years after its apocalypse. The asteroid attack crippled Earth, but the planet somehow still survived. An asteroid hits Earth in The Expanse Season 5. When the asteroids propelled by Marco Inaros's Free Navy strike the surface of the Earth, it seems like the beginning of the end, certainly assumed to be an apocalyptic event by those who witness it. But true to humanity's toughness, Earth continues to fight on, pulling resources from its allies to somehow rise up from being brought to its knees. That said, it is still difficult to grasp just how brutal, how desperate, and how lucky it was for Earth to rebound at all. The original novels leap 28 years over this hardship, but the comics have no choice but to tell that story. And possibly even help to explain what made the impossible possible. Does anybody know what Winston Duarte is building on Laconia? The new Laconian Empire is building in secret, but there must be clues. An image of Winston Duarte, Dylan Taylor, and Kara, Emma Ho, talking in The Expanse. In what might be the hardest to believe plot beat contained within The Expanse's nearly 30-year time jump, Winston Duarte emerges from his self-imposed exile without warning. Proclaiming the rise of a new Laconian empire, with immortality powered by the proto-molecule and warships designed by the ring builders, to boot. Somehow, the galaxy has had no warning of such developments, and is taken almost entirely by surprise. While intelligence concluded that Duarte's forces were planning something, the idea that clues, hints, or even rumors failed to tease his plans is hard to ignore. And that's one potential plot hole that A Little Death can finally put to rest. How much of the traitorous Mars Navy is operating in secret? Marco Inaros, pirates, the Dragon Teeth, and more are still anti-Earth. The Expanse Season 5 Kian Alexander as Marcos Inaros. The TV version of The Expanse did a solid job of explaining how the noble, heroic, and arrogant mission given to Marco Inaros proved to be but a distraction for Winston Duarte, as he built even bigger plans. But the previous Expanse comic series exposed the survival of the Dragon Teeth, Black Ops teams left behind by Duarte, eager to maintain a guerrilla war.